It's time that we take the barrier down forever.
You know we love you, Mal, and we are so glad that you get to live your happily ever after with Ben. You guys make the cutest couple ever. You have been through a lot and come out stronger for it, and you will be the best king and queen Audrey has ever seen. But we have to admit there are some things about your relationship that have us scratching our heads. Some fans love Mal and Ben, but there are definitely critics. We take a look at all the secrets and truths in this royal Descendants relationship. Keep watching to find out why Mal and Ben are perfect for each other. The ex problem. Usually when relationships end, you never have to see your ex again, or at least you don't have to hang out too closely with them. But Mal and Ben don't have that luxury. Let's take a look at Ben's ex. Audrey obviously caused some major problems in Descendants 3. She was mostly upset that she wasn't going to become the Queen of Aradan.
No!
Yes! But she also still had serious feelings for Ben. She even tried to get him back before she turned him into a beast. She still has pictures of them as a couple all over her room. Ben grew up expecting to marry Audrey. In Audrey's room, there is a picture of the two of them as really young kids. They had been together for a long time, but where did all of Ben's feelings for Audrey go? He tells her in the third movie that he liked the old Audrey better. He was worried that someone had cast a spell on her and was willing to do whatever to save her from it. Audrey may have realized that Mal isn't evil, but she is still very much a part of life in Aradan. This probably causes some serious issues between Ben and Mal. It's hard to deal with your fiancé's ex. Things are probably going to continue to be really awkward with Audrey for a while. Now that the barrier to the Isle of the Lost has been destroyed, Mal has a past of her own to deal with. In real life, Dove Cameron is dating Thomas Doherty, who plays Harry Hook, and they are an adorable couple. Lots of fans wish Mal had ended up with Harry because they have such great chemistry. It's not addressed in the movies, but Dove and Thomas created their own fan theory. They believe that Mal and Harry used to date on the Isle, and Harry is definitely into her in Descendants 3. We love this theory. Harry can be a huge flirt, and he can also be pretty mean. But since Mal and Uma are friends again, and Harry is close with Uma, these two exes will be seeing each other a lot. Harry seems like the type of guy who would totally rub in his past with Mal to make Ben jealous. We just hope that Harry hits it off with Audrey so the two exes won't be that much of a problem. Opposites attract. Mal and Ben are two completely different people. Mal grew up on the Isle. She was poor and raised by a really terrible mother. She didn't have a relationship with her father until Descendants 3. Ben grew up as a prince. His parents are supportive and they have a great relationship. Mal is tough. She's a fighter. Literally. She knows how to fight and isn't afraid to defend herself or the people she cares about. Ben is a diplomat. He always wants to talk things out first. But these two have some very important things in common. They are both extremely loyal and protective. And they both care about important things, like the kids on the Isle. Ben is definitely in the minority when he decides to open the barrier in the first movie. And Mal really wants her people to be free. They definitely have true love. Mal breaks the spell Uma casts on Ben in Descendants 2 with true love's kiss.
Or for me, I guess.
No, hey. See that? Totally trust you.
Built on lies. As strong as their relationship is, it didn't start under the healthiest circumstances. Fans are quick to point out that Mal can be really manipulative. She gave Ben a love potion in the first movie to try to achieve her mother's plan. She fell in love with him when she realized how great he was, but she believed him to be under the love spell. People don't realize that Ben totally played Mal too. The love spell washed off on their first date, but he let her think he was still under the spell. They both fell in love by lying to each other.
Let's give the anti-love potion a few minutes to take effect.
Okay.
They also aren't the best at communicating. Mal tried really hard to make Ben happy in Descendants 2, but she didn't tell him how she really felt. Ben didn't tell her that the cotillion was essentially an engagement party. Thankfully, by Descendants 3, these two have stopped lying to each other. Growing up, Mal and Ben are really young. They are just now finishing high school. Can you imagine ruling a country as a teenager? They have grown up a lot since the first movie, but they still have a lot more growing up to do. They have to learn how to rule together. At the end of Descendants 3, Mal announces the barrier coming down forever without even asking Ben.
And it's time that we take the barrier down forever.
Ben also needs to get better at understanding Mal. She gets embarrassed with his big public gestures of love, but we know these two can handle anything. It's true love after all. Do you think Mal and Ben belong together, or would they be better off with someone else? Sound off in the comments the truth about Mal and Ben's relationship in Descendants 3. Thank you for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to click subscribe. We'll see you next time.